Alrighty, this is Taco Salad 223. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. Today, we're briefly going to go over how to upgrade your ship. Most of this time is going to be spent looking at the tool that most people use to figure out what they want to put on the ship and where to find it. So, we'll bounce on over to that real quick, and then once we get done talking about that, we'll come back and we'll go find what we're looking for. Alrighty, and this is erkul.games, the website. It is basically a ship configurator. It works really well, and I'm going to kind of talk through how this thing works as part of our upgrade tutorial, since I'm not going to absolutely upgrade everything on my ship. So you can see it defaulted to the Scorpius, but that's not the ship that I want to upgrade today. So I'm going to go ahead and go select vehicle, and it's the Aegis Sentinel. And just with that selected, you can see that the Sentinel you can buy in Loreville for 2 million. You can see all of its different performance abilities. We can even mess with power in here to change up the numbers. And it gives us all of the different damage per second, power, the whole 9 yards on this side right here. And then all this stuff is the stuff that we can change out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make this look like mine currently. So if I click on this, it gives me all of the options for what weapons can go in that slot. And currently I have the ADB5. I have the GVSRs. So now I need to go through on each one of these, put in GVSR. Click the wrong one. For the upper turret, I do believe that I have looking through. I haven't looked at that upper turret in a little bit. I have Badgers up there. You can't change out the EMP, so it won't even let you click on it. And then for the missiles, I think I went with 481 on each one of these. Pretty sure. And what that means is it's a size 4 rack that can carry 8 size 1 missiles. So having this set up like this, I got some, I think they're sparks. Yeah, they're sparks. I got a crap load of size 1 spark missiles. And then for shields, click on shields. I know I have the FR76, so I'm going to throw that on there. For power plants, I know I got the JS400. For the heat sink, I don't think I went full bananas on the heat sink. I probably did avalanches. It's not that important for the purpose of this tutorial. I'm just trying to get us to a baseline, and then I can talk about things. Then we have the quantum drive. And I know for a fact I have the XL1 as my quantum drive. It's the fastest one I can put on this ship. Now that we got my ship looking the same way, let's talk through some of this stuff. So for example, if I come over here and click on this little edge bar on this Badger, it's going to display all the information for the Badger right here, to include where we can buy it. And this is a great tool for when you're like, I think I want, whatever on my ship. You can come in here, configure it onto your ship, verify it'll actually fit, and it'll tell you down here in the bottom exactly where to go buy it. Let's see, what's another good example? We got the shields. Now, when it comes to upgrading the ship, very often I end up at Cousin Crow's, even though I don't like going to Orison, just because we can get the shields at Cousin Crow's. We can get the power plants at Cousin Crow's. We can get the coolers at Cousin Crow's. Can't get the little guns there, can't get the big guns there. can get the quantum drive at Cousin Crow's. So there's 4 things I can buy right there from Cousin Crow's. And they probably got the missiles too. No, they didn't. That's neat. The missile racks you can buy just about everywhere. But you can just go in here and really just kind of play with this thing. And what's nice about it is, say I wanted to do this. I gotta remember the button. So you can configure it, and then here's the button over here. I just couldn't find it. You can put non-stock items to cart. And when you click on that, up here you got cart, and it's going to show you everything that you intended to buy. And then you can click on it and decide where you are going so that you can see what all you can buy in one place. So let's say it's Cousin Crow's there. Center mass on 18's good. Cousin Crow's. Port Olisar because it's above Orison. Cousin Crow's. And then we're just going to make that area 18. So you can see, with that entire ship loadout, I can go to Orison, then fly up to Port Olisar, and then I just got to fly down to Area 18. So I've just made a lot less trips because I was able to look through here and see what I got. You can even download this as a CSV. I don't know how useful it is. I have not used it, but it is an option. Empty the cart. And now let's talk about the change I want to make. My current issue is when we select this ballistics cannon right here, we can see that, ammo speed is the one that we're looking at. So you can see on the big gun, the ammo speed is 700 meters per second, but then on the GVSR, the ammo speed, as soon as I find it, range, the ammo speed is 1400 meters a second. And if you watched my last video, you've seen that I said I was having issues with getting my reticle to be in the right spot. And someone commented on that video and said, hey, why don't you just use different lasers that go the same speed as your ballistics gun? So what he told me to put on here were MVSAs. And when we look at the MVSA, the ammo speed is the same as my ballistics cannon. So in theory, my reticle shouldn't move around on me all the time. Now the downside of this is going to be, these are laser cannons, not laser repeaters. So I won't be able to shoot as fast or with as many shots, but I will hit harder at the end of the day. That's nice. So that's the goal, is we want to go through and see what we can do on our ship. Now before I walk away from this, I would like to point out a couple things. For example, coolers. The cooling rate is very important because that's how much heat you can dissipate. But coolers are a bad example because on most ships you cannot do anything with the coolers and you'll be fine. The power plant is the one that makes a huge difference. So you can see with this JS400, the power request time is 10 seconds. And that makes a world of difference. Because you can see technically the one that puts out the most power is this one. But it takes 16.25 seconds to give you power. And what that does for you is when you're having issues and having to power cycle all the time, you're a sitting duck much, much longer than you have to be. Which is why I'm using the JS400. It's military grade A, and it's just all around the best option. If you have a JS series option and you have the money for it, I would definitely put that on your ship. And I think that's about it for the configurator. I hope I explained this somewhat decently. And if not, y'all let me know. It's a great tool. I absolutely have to put the link in the description this time, because this is what to use if you're trying to find something that you want to put on your ship. And now we're back to the game. Alrighty, so now we see that we want to go pick up some MVSAs from Orison. I know I didn't say they were on Orison in that portion, but that's where we need to go. I looked at it in between cuts because my brain died and was like, oh yeah, I should probably do that. So, now, we just gotta go get in our ship and fly on down to Orison. And we'll be back when we get to Orison.
Welcome to the Aesop vehicle retrieval system.
And we've arrived, and I figured I'd show you guys how to get to Cousin Crow's. You gotta run down to the shuttle station, find the Providence platform, and board the train.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be
Cousin
departing.
Crow's isn't the easiest place to find, so I figured I'd show you guys how to do it. And once you arrive at the next station, you're gonna go up these stairs. You're gonna run all the way across this way, basically to the other side of the platform. And then you're gonna kind of stay left, but don't go up the stairs. You're gonna go down the stairs, and there it says Cousin Crow's right there. Then you just gotta run down in there. The lag is wonderful here. And here's Cousin Crow's. They got all kind of different components you can buy all over the place, but I'm going to use the screen. Now, I know I've talked about this before, but I want to make sure that my destination is Orison. And then I'm just going to go ahead, because I know exactly what I'm looking for, MVSA. In the search bar, there's the gun I want. I need to buy 4 of them, so I'm going to click buy. Bounce that up to 4. And now I got them. Now what I need to do is, I stored my ship before I came down here. I need to click my F1 menu. I need to go to this vehicle loadout manager. Now when using this, click on it and give it a second. Because this update, it does not like to load everything. As you can see, it just loaded up something. And then once you see that, you can select ship, select the one you actually want to edit, and that read-only tag went away. Now, upgrading ships is pretty straightforward. Whenever you click an item, it's going to show you what you have in the local inventory, so right now Orison's inventory, to install in that slot. And you can see we have everything that we have equipped. So on this ship, 2 coolers, 2 power plants, quantum drive, 2 shield generators. You can also put paints in there. I don't have any paints, so I don't have one equipped. And then you got vehicle weapons. We can see missile rack 4, got a bunch of missiles. Missile rack 3, missile rack 2, and missile rack 1. I'm not sure why it says missile rack 5 up there, because this ship doesn't have a 5th missile rack, but you know, Star Citizen. So if I scroll far enough down and get past all the size 1 missiles I installed, I can see my nose cannon, which is that really big ballistics gun sticking out the front. I got those 2 repeaters I told you I had, and then these ones are the ones we want to swap. So when I click on it, you'll see that there is a different option to click on, and I can just click on that, and then it says equipped, but there's this little triangle right here, and it's telling you that you haven't saved changes. That's what that button's for. But before I save changes, I'm going to go ahead and get all of these switched. And then when I go save changes, they're all switched. Nice and easy. And now I can go test out my new weapons. But that's the basis of upgrading your ship. You go on erkul.games, you find what you want, and just experiment more than anything, because if you make yourself a baseline and then you see what changes when you do what, you can have a good time. If you're having overheating issues, then your coolers aren't good enough. If when you turn your ship on, it takes it, forever to come up, upgrade your power plant. Maybe you're getting shot at and getting blown up pretty easy. Your shields probably need upgraded. There's options for days. You just kind of got to play with it. And it's pretty user friendly. It's slow, that's one thing for sure, but it mostly makes sense. So hopefully that helps. I'm gonna save again just to make sure I actually did save it. And now I'm going to wrap up this video actually.
Welcome.
We're gonna come over here and look at this graffiti and do our outro. So I hope this video is helpful for you guys. I know I didn't entirely upgrade a ship from nothing to amazing, but the Sentinel's my primary ship, and I definitely wanted to try out the upgrade that the commenter said. I don't remember what his name was. I do apologize for that if you're watching this, but I do appreciate that you gave me that tip because I did not think about that. And we'll see how it goes as I play on later, whether or not I like them or not. Anyways, this has been Taco Salad 223. Definitely remember to share my videos, like my videos, leave comments, you know, ring that bell that's going on down there. There's so many things I can say here. And I'll see you in the next video.